Lucifer. The name alone shakes pulpits, sparks fear, and stirs images of red horns, pitchforks, and eternal fire. But what if I told you, everything you've been taught is a carefully constructed lie, a lie, centuries in the making. Let's go back, not to Sunday school, but to the text, Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? One verse, just one. And yet it birthed the mythology of Satan, the once glorious angel who dared defy God. But here's the conspiracy. That verse was never about Satan. Not in Hebrew, not in context, not even in doctrine, until 1600 years later. In the original Hebrew, the word Lucifer does not appear. Instead it reads, Hillel ben Shachar, shining one, son of the dawn. And Isaiah wasn't speaking to demons. He was condemning the king of Babylon, a man so proud he thought himself divine. This wasn't about a fall from heaven, it was about a political fall, a collapse of tyranny. But the Latin Vulgate, translated centuries later, replaced Hillel with Lucifer, meaning light-bringer. And with that one translation choice, the seed was planted. Now pause. Why would a translation written hundreds of years after the prophets introduce a name never used elsewhere in Scripture? It gets worse. That name, Lucifer, became fused with other ideas. The serpent in Genesis, the dragon of Revelation, and the accuser in Job. But the Bible never links them directly. Not once. This was constructed. But by who? When Rome converted to Christianity, it needed a cosmic enemy, something to mirror the imperial grandeur of heaven. So Satan was upgraded, from adversary to divine rebel to Lucifer. And just like that, the myth was born. Medieval writers like Dante in Inferno and Milton in Paradise Lost took the Latin mistranslation and ran with it. They painted Lucifer as the proud archangel cast down, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Beautiful, poetic, but completely fabricated. It's not in Scripture, not in Genesis, not in Job, not in Revelation. But here's the kicker. Lucifer only appears once in the Bible. Satan and the devil? Satan and the devil. They're called the accuser, the adversary, the dragon, the old serpent, but never Lucifer. If Lucifer is not Satan, a metaphor, a symbol of pride, a fallen king brought low by divine justice. But theologians hid this. Why? Because it served the church. The church needed a villain, a cosmic scapegoat, a monster to blame for every temptation, every evil thought, every human weakness. And so the church manufactured a war, heaven versus hell, God versus Satan, angels versus fallen angels. But the Bible never tells that story. They didn't. The real battle is between truth and tradition. And here's the most terrifying part. This isn't the only time Scripture was twisted. What else did they change? What if the serpent wasn't Satan? What if hell isn't fire at all? What if demons were invented to control you? This story about Lucifer is not just a misunderstanding, it's a cover-up. And now that you know the truth, what will you do with it? We've come to the end of today's video, but stick around because next time we expose the real origins of hell. It's not what you think. Hit subscribe or they'll bury this truth again.